Hello, friends. Welcome in. How is everybody? How are we doing? What's going on? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Congratulations to Essaclis for being the official first. Gothic Fairy Queen is the official second, and Carrie is our official third today. Welcoming you guys. I also saw Seamus in there. Essaclis, thank you for the lurk, and Gothic Fairy Queen, thank you for a 35 stream streak. That is amazing. It's amazing. Seamus actually remembered to get his daily self-care. That is impressive. That's impressive. Got some work on a bookmarking. Got 3 of those 4 repeats done. Hell yes, Carrie. Hell yes. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm happy for you with that, friend. I am happy for you with that. I'm just like scooching myself in a little bit here. I'm feeling better today for the most part. I still have this like really weird naggy cough. And the vertigo comes and goes, but for the most part, I'm doing okay. I took a nice hot shower before this, so like I've got flaky scalp going on because my skin is so dry. But I took a nice hot shower, which helped immensely. Brain fog is slowly going down. Like, we're getting there. We're getting there. Lunar, hi! Welcome in. How are you? Like, I'm better than I was the past few days. So I'm on the mend. We're on the upswing. It doesn't help that my oh-so-special time of the month decided to show up in the middle of all this, and I was like, wow. When it rains, it freaking pours. But you know what? You know what? At least it means my body's doing what it's supposed to do. So that's also important. The shark was extremely evil, Lunar. Yeah, it was the old double whammy Gothic Fairy. It really was. It really was. It is what it is, though. The silver lining to all of this is it all waited until I was completely done with all of the stuff I had to do for the holidays. So it did not in any way, shape, or form interrupt my holiday plans. I still got to see all of my family on Christmas Eve. I got to see the rest of my family on Christmas Day. I was able to get cookies packaged up and shipped out over the next couple days after that. I got to see friends of ours that we only get to see like 2, maybe 3 times a year on the weekend before New Year's, like between Christmas and New Year's. I got to go out to eat with other friends of ours that we don't get to see very often. And then I got to party on New Year's Eve with all of you guys. I got to do everything I wanted. And then my body was like, all right, ma'am, you've been going too hard. And I just crashed and burned. So if I had to choose where to stick getting sick, that is exactly where I would put it. Light Wraith, welcome in. I hope you're doing well, friend. Yeah, so it was one of those things where the timing was perfect, even though I would prefer to not get sick. If I had to pick a point, that's where I would have put it, especially because I only had one massage that I had to reschedule because of this. And because I was starting to get sick just before New Year's. Tuesday, I had to reschedule a massage, and I didn't go bowling because I thought maybe I was just run down, but I had spiked a fever. But I was like, you know what, I'll just take the day to rest. It'll be fine. I woke up on New Year's Eve feeling so much better. And then we crashed and burned. You know how I went to lay down to sleep that night? My ass could not sleep till like 10 p.m. Brain was a little like, oh, you lay down, fuck that beach. Oh, Lunar, that's terrible. That's terrible. How dare your brain? How dare your brain? Like, mine does it too, though. I'll be honest, mine does it too. Because brains are bitches. Brains are like our own worst enemy. Patrick, hello, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am having a good day so far. Your brain's your own worst enemy. Exactly. They're mean to us. Our brains are very mean to us, and they need to stop that because it's rude. It's very rude of them to behave the way they do towards us. Like, I have done nothing to deserve the way my brain treats me. I don't know about you guys, but like nothing. I've done nothing to deserve how my brain treats me. And it's just, oh God, they're so mean. What's that? I made art and I'm proud of it. And my brain's going to be like, guess what? You screwed up this and this and this. And you totally could have done that better if you had just slowed down, and then you hate it. Meanwhile, everybody else is going gaga over how amazing it is. And you're just like, it's really not that good, guys. And that is a classic example of your brain is an asshole. And it wants you to suffer. I swear. I swear. Hi, Maria. Welcome in. Puzzle Box, what you doing there? So, since you asked, I'll bring you over here. This is my puzzle box. Point out any little thing wrong with it, or what could be wrong with it, when really nothing is wrong with it, because art is not perfect. Exactly, Lunar. Exactly. Because brains are assholes. It is an IRL puzzle box, yes. Seamus got me this for Yule, and I know my thing is wiggly. So yeah, he got me this for Yule, and I was like, this is gonna take me like friggin' hours to solve. And he's like, that's what I figured. And he's like, and I figured maybe you'd have fun with it on stream. And I was like, why do you read my mind so well, sir? Right? It's wicked cool. And it's wood. It is wooden. So I figured, screw it. Why not? We can chill and chat. Like, we love to chat. And we're gonna puzzle box. I've not even opened it yet. So I'm hoping that oh my god, it's so intricate. I can speak, really. Okay, there's hints. There's a hints website, but I think I want it not in Dutch. Okay, this is the American side. I guess the Cluebox hints is all gonna be in Dutch. Like, the website is still .de. I'm gonna play with Seamus's wood on Nivex. That would be against TOS. Alright. Yeah, it's got it in a few languages. So it says, Camelot, the kingdom of Logres, early 6th century, the aging King Arthur asks Mage Merlin to find a worthy knight who can take part in the quest for the Holy Grail. Merlin decides that it will be the one who manages to pull out the king's sword. Many knights gifted with strength and valor came to try, but none of them succeeded, until Galahad, son of Lancelot, came along. A short time later, King Arthur proclaimed him the greatest knight ever. Many deeds of Galahad are described in medieval literature, but one remained a secret, that trial of Camelot. Until quite recently, in West Yorkshire, a tomb of Galahad was excavated. In his hands there was the trial, which accompanied the knight until the end of his days. Now we suggest that you pass the trial of Camelot and equal yourself with the greatest of knights of the Round Table. Says, please do not use force to open the box or move its individual parts. All elements can be opened smoothly. Also, no guessing is necessary as all puzzles are based on logic. Okay, so I guess I have to be smarter than the puzzle. Oh, it's German. Oh, that's interesting, Nivex. Okay, I thought it was Dutch. Only read hints in Dutch for extra difficulty, right, Light Wraith? Yeah, Seamus thought I might like this after having played The Room, because he said it was kind of like a similar feel. It was kind of a similar feel. I guess this says start. Gwen! I know I haven't managed to call you. Oh my god, Maria, I loved that game. I loved The Room. I loved all 4 of them, and I really wish that the current 5th one wasn't VR only. Like, who came up with that idea? Who came up with that idea? This is the way you got around TOS, Lunar? You know, maybe. Right? It's super cool. It's super cool. So if this is where we start, I'm assuming we somehow have to twist and turn. There's like doodads on the edge I can feel that move. We've got, I think this is kind of like a map. I need to turn it so that you guys can see it better. And then we got some sort of a door. This was what was sticking out the front. Some sort of shield puzzle. Yeah, you take it apart. You take it apart, Gwen. It's kind of sad to take it apart, isn't it? Oh, That looks dangerous. That looks like you stick stuff in there. Right? Might be playing the room based on the title. I've played all 4 of them, Maria, and I really enjoyed it. So this may actually appear upside down for you guys. If I'm you know what, Self? For this right now, if you're being smart about this, which you can be smart about this, configure video. Please open the dialog box. OBS. Maybe if I unlock it, it'll let me. I want to rotate it 180 degrees, and I think you do that easily. No? Okay.
Doki Doki Uwu, all my heart's for you.
Love that game, which was what prompted me to buy this one for her. Yeah. Where is transform? Rotate 180 degrees. Perfect. So now it will, it'll look the same for you as it looks for me. That way I can look at it properly. You guys can look at it properly. I just want to like lift it up and off, but this is in the way. And the struggle is like, I love brute forcing puzzles. Like that is my, ooh, that slid. That's my signature, is being able to brute force puzzles. Okay, so we slid that one out of the way. So I'm assuming that's part 1. Okay, these have just a little bit of play. Okay. Okay. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Not quite so much. Can't help but feel like I went too far. Do I need to get the other things? Maybe these need to get into the slots. So talented. Whoever made this was really talented. I just like to brute force things. Because that locks it into place. It's very interesting how all of these parts and pieces move. I will say that. Okay, so it can't quite... I feel like it's gotta be able to get all the way over there. But this one up here is locking it into place. And it said that they all should move easily. So does this piece, like if I move this the right way, does that piece come out? Crazy guy, hi Bubbly. It kind of does feel like Pinhead's cube, doesn't it? It does. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh wait, I can get this one down in there. Hold on. If I get that one down there, then I can start bringing it back. Yeah. You guys, I'm gonna feel so smart and dumb in waves. I just want you to know that. We got the first part off. Summoning a demon, what else? Always. That was cool. That was cool. I wonder if I pay attention close enough if I can put it back together. I'm assuming we need to get this up somehow. I'm basically just tugging on things to see what wants to move. Because these, like, this is to this is to this. I wonder if you have to work on all of the outside parts first. Oh, that might be it. So that's the start. Maybe this is indicating that I have to go to where there's towers on the bottom. Did I get my hair done because I look fabulous, crazy guy? I took a shower and my sister got me this new hair dry brush so that the blow dryer is like in the brush, and I used that and it's just, I don't know, it makes my hair a little bit more voluminous. You might need parts from the lid to fill in spots in other places. Maybe, Gwen. Maybe. That's an interesting thought. You have one of those too, Bubbly? Oh my god. It makes such a difference. I didn't straighten it or anything. God, I haven't straightened my hair in forever. In forever. I see little arrows down here. So there's like these two little arrows. Oh! This fell out. This fell out. It was in here. I'm sure of it. I don't know how it was in there, but it fell out. Well, now, how the heck were you situated? Were you like this? Yes. So, that's interesting. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this is the next part? Because it did fall out. And I don't know if it was supposed to. And I got the spinny things over here. Listen, this is how it's gonna go. It's gonna be very random. I know what brush you're talking about. I have two of those. They're amazing. They do a phenomenal job at letting the hairdryer do its job. Yeah, and I don't have to do two-handed weirdness. The curly hair folks need it. Yeah. Yeah. So was this? Still not. Oh, when I do this, look, the gears turn. Oh, that's cool. And there's like some lettery looking things on here. Oh. It's just a matter of like which part comes next. Because I don't feel like I can really move anything on this, but I would have thought, seeing the towers, that the next part was here. But maybe this has something to do with it. Maybe there's a reason why it fell out. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that piece is a key. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering, Seamus. Yeah, I naturally have pretty straight hair, so I don't have to worry about being part of the curly Q gang. I have a feeling though, if I were to cut my hair short, I would have some natural waves. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be one of those like when it gives way kind of deals. And since it said everything should move easily, these are definitely like like this should spin. Because I have a feeling these need to line up with the castles in order, like the little cuts. Yep, and that needs other stuff to move. Oh! Oh! Well, those pulled out. Now what? Did that help me any? Because I need these to move, which would be on this side. How does this one work? Because yeah, this definitely came out of here. And maybe it is a key. There's nothing on it. If you cut your hair, it would be hella cute. You'd cry, but it would be cute. I know, Seamus. It would be super cute. But I love my long hair, so cutting it is not in the cards. Not that short anyways. Yeah, and I see these pulling on this, but I don't know that it actually does anything for these. But does it unlock these pieces? I want to know what these inner mechanisms are doing. And I don't know, like, if this is a key, where does it fit? Yeah, so this and the next layer are 2 layers. On the side with the arrows pointing counterclockwise. This one? Yeah, I feel like I probably do too. It's just that this still won't move. Or do I need to push them further in? But I feel like they started in, didn't they? Wait. I mean, I can bend it, but you're not supposed to. Yeah, and that's not gonna move until these get out of the way. Well, what's holding those in? Because definitely this has to be freed, and this is part of it. This is part of it. And this is part of it. These do have like 3 different levels, but how do I get these things out so that it can move? I mean, this is the easiest thing I've poked at so far. What are the up arrows? Hi, Poji, welcome in. It is exactly like the game the room was, so hello, welcome in. The up arrows. These arrows? The counterclockwise ones? Or are you talking about these ones? Because I'm not sure what those are either. Maybe to pull it out eventually? What if I get it into the second slot specifically? Nope, that doesn't. Yeah, not 100% sure what the arrows are yet. This definitely means though that this turns this way. There are symbols on it. Because we've got like a little bow. I don't know, a DNA sequence. Maybe like a moon, a sperm, animal head. What if they all go in different places? I mean, maybe. Because this... So we'll put them all back to the beginning. Move this one up one. No movement. This one up one. No movement. This one up one. No movement. I want to know what the symbols are for. That's what I want to know. I'm still interested in the piece that fell out. You're too dumb for these things? It's definitely going to be a test of my patience. Correlate to the map side. You know, you might be right, Gwen. You're probably right. Wait a second. Wait. I bet this fits in somewhere. And will tell us what symbols we need. I just have to figure out where. And does it fit perfectly? Or does it fit just good enough? Okay. So we've got the bow. And we've got a pentagram. So there's the bow. Can I fit it in another spot? Yep. A diamond and then our weird thing. So there's the weird thing on the second. Okay, so that's 2. Because we don't have a diamond. At least not in this puzzle, we don't have a diamond. Wait, no! There's the pentagram. So wait. The pentagram one has to be online with the bow. I see. I see. And then the diamond on the crown is in line with this symbol down in here. Duck! Duck! Okay, so now we've got a cross and we've got a clover that we have to line up with. So the cross we need to line up with something, and the clover we need to line up with something. So that gives us an idea of where to work. I'm gonna tell you, it's very exciting when you start to realize what's going on. And you guys being here to offer hints is very helpful. I think this is one we already did. Right? Or did we? Nope, there's the clover and it's the spermy. The clover with the spermy. Okay, so clover guy already on spermy. So we just need the cross. So wherever this fits, the cross has to show up. Dude, right? Duck. Seriously, I'm always impressed by the people who can make puzzles like this. Hi, Hemi. Welcome in. How are you, friend? There it is. DNA sequence. DNA sequence. So the cross needs to line up on the one with the DNA sequence. Okay, it moved. It moved. And that comes out. Oh, yeah. But now what? We got that out. Do we go in the rest, like, do we pull this out the rest of the way now? Can it move further if I get these back out of the way? Nope, that locks it down completely. What if I bring them all the way in? Well, now, come on. You were sliding. There it goes. Nope, that also locks it. So the only way that this works is if they're on the right spot. Okay, so what did that open up for us now that we've pulled that out? Anything? Is anything moving a little easier? Is this... Oh, maybe this is a key for something. Right? Maybe this is a key. Imagine giving your current fiance this box with a ring inside. Oh my lord. Suspenders, Bean, hello. Yeah, I think maybe I released a key. Now, where do we need a key? Because this is, like, it's solid. It's not, or is it? Yeah, it's not coming apart. So, where would we need a key? Where does it look like we need a key?
I'm gonna need you to drink.
You got it, Opal.
water.
Hi, Opal. You must complete my 6 trials. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. Next. So we defeated the map. Yeah, this is definitely the trickiest part, is figuring out where you go next. But that was also a struggle in the room. For anybody who's played it or has seen it played, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a puzzle where we... Oh, wait. It moved. Hold on. So this is definitely like, these need to line up with... Oh, maybe getting this out allows this to freely spin. We have to start all of these where they belong. Back to chains, look by the holes. This is moving though, you guys. Okay, and it only moves so far. So one of these... Wait, unless... There is a lock symbol by this one. So I'm thinking I've got to get all of them to line up. Okay, so depending on where this is in position, this can spin more freely. And then this one is solid. So we start from the center. We start from the center. Maybe. Okay, so this one comes out. We've got to get one of these lines, I guarantee you, to completely line up with a castle, right? Okay, so we've lined up with a castle. Or maybe we have to get 2, wait. Yep, see which 2 to connect. Yep. I need a triangle top with a barred door, just 1 bar, and I need a ribbon top. Oh, and this has a round window with a square window and an unbarred door. Okay. Sometimes writing it helps my brain to process it. So we're looking at... None of these, question mark? Well, this definitely has everything but the door. Because that door is barred. But this one has the door and the window, but the flag is missing. And this has the flag and the door, but the window is missing. I've not seen the ninth gate. Nope. That is a negative. I've never even heard of it. And this definitely has a lock on it. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can connect this one. I mean, these would be the... No, that's the wrong window shape. Maybe this one to this one? Yep, that does connect. Okay, so we've got an end and a beginning. So we need this line and this line to come together. Doesn't it have Johnny Depp in it? It might. It's about an old book with pictures like those towers. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that gets this one in, but it doesn't have an out, an accurate out. Again, it's not connected. Unless there's another way to get both of them. Okay, those two touch. Those two touch, so now we've got this one up here, and we've got this one here. It does take a little bit of finagling, like it spins, but not as freely as I would like. Okay, so that one goes to the center that way, but this one doesn't. And they do only go so far. So let's spin this again and try to find another spot. And I hope you guys can see this well enough, because I need it tipped up a little bit so I can look at what I'm doing. I can look at what I'm doing here. I think we tried these two paths, so let's try the next one. That one doesn't connect. Maybe these aren't the right ones. It's hard because they're broken a little. Just want to pull it out. I just want to pull it out. Could also be this guy up here, where it's missing the window instead of the door. So we can work with that. We can try this one and this one. Because now we've got this line in and this line in. I'm not gonna brute force it, Seamus. I'm being good. I'm being good. Have faith. Okay, we've got this up to here. And we've got... Oh, nope. I'm on the wrong line. I thought I had it. I was so hopeful. Now I do. So we can come down into here. It's like right there. Yeah, so that definitely flows to the two of them. Does it do anything though? Yeah, but now what does it do? Because it's there. And it's a question of like how well do they have to line up, right? Oh, this pulls out. This pulls out. Okay. I got a piece out. If I was gonna brute force it, it would be with like, I don't know, something not hammer-like. Like a saw. Okay. Okay, so we got this, and this looks, it kind of looks like a tower, right? Hi, Aeon! Walls are good. Walls are very good. Okay, so we've done this, we've done this. This clearly needs to pull up. We've used this. How are you, Aeon? How are you doing? Do these like fit together? Do I need to do something with these pushed together? Doesn't seem like it. So we figured that part out. We released that. This needs to come up. No, wait, that's what I just released, isn't it? I just released this. Yeah. So that was covering our little keyhole. Oh, these slide. These slide now. To do what? Screwdriver pry it apart, right, Opal? Hating life. Why did you start playing Satisfactory again? Oh, but Factorio is better. Okay, so these slide. Okay. When they slide, they like come up to meet the edge. So if I slide them up, does this then fit somewhere? Because I agree that this looks like a key.
And those are arrows. Did sliding those up allow me to get to like a free spin on this? Oh. Did it go that far before? Do I have to keep connecting the castles that look correct and get another piece out? The 3 dots around the diamonds? You mean these? You're right, they are. I just don't know why. Hi, Ben. I'm trying not to break it. I'm trying not to break it. How are you, Ben? Are you thinking there's... Because this doesn't line up with lines, right? But you're right, they are different. I'm doing good. Tried setting it to Wumbo. I haven't found the Wumbo setting. So interesting. Yeah, where did that difference come in? That is a good question. Where does that difference come in? And I'm assuming because there's letters on this, eventually I'm going to find something with like letters on it that tell me where this needs to go to release things. They do freely move, but they freely move right from the beginning. So I'm not sure. This was in here like so, and it was covering up the keyhole, and we do have a keyhole on here, so I was just wondering. Oh wait, that puts it in the unlock position, so we've got that one's lined up. And that one again. So hold on. I think this is a two-parter. So that line and that line. Oh, but the center, does the center have to move? Does that free the center to move? No. The center no longer wants to spin independently. Yes, it does. It's just being stiff. Or maybe it's stiff because of how far along we are.
It is some Pandora box shenanigans. You think I unlocked the middle?
This middle? Yeah, because this notch out of here has to be significant.
Hi, Sparkly. Maybe all the patterns need to connect. I don't know if you can get them all to connect, Ben.
So we figured you had to use 2 specific castles because of these ones up here.
Because of these ones up here. How are you, Sparkly?
Or you just flip it upside down and when you get it to the unlock point and it falls out. Okay, now we've got an eyeball with a key. These clearly need to move over. And we got some tug-of-war bullshit going on in here. So, will these be allowed to move if I do that? No. So we're still not 100% sure what these do.
It did just pop right on out. Oh my Joe Hendry. Oh, I have an ad break going on. I'm sorry, you guys. I will sit and wait for a minute. Oh, this is becoming an effort in how I positively drive everybody nuts while I do puzzles. Oh! Speaking of that thing, I realize I forgot to reset the sub goal. Seamus, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community! I'm gonna do a quick thing. I know how many I should have. Should be 12. I forgot to reset it for the month of January, and now I'm lying to everybody. And I feel bad. Because I have to manually do this since it's a little bit screwbally. So, did somebody else just do a thing? Did somebody else just do a thing? No, it's just... Oh! Gothic Fairy, thank you for the biddies! Because fuck ads. Yeah. I forgot to reset. So Seamus has done 10, and we've had 2 manual that I know of. So there it is. It's actually at 12 for January. My apologies. Oh my goodness. If it's not one thing, it's another. So I need to refresh this source. Please, thank you. There it is. Yeah, we got 15 seconds, and it's a level 2 hype train. What the hell? You started a hype train by yourself. How dare? But also, thank you. Moi. Okay, welcome back, you guys. I think the only thing you may have missed is that the bottom fell off. So, it's actually a really cool mechanism in the bottom, right? Like, this is spiffy. It's super sophisticated. Like, I'm really impressed. I don't know how this was made. It's incredible. Wazo! Thank you for gifting 5 subs. I appreciate it. You guys are getting all the homies.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So we got an eyeball and we got tug of war going on down here. And oh, these slide. These slide. Okay. But only to a certain okay, I can slide them all the way to the other side. But what are they controlling? Oh, there's are those like different? Can you see that? You can. So there's like different cutouts. And depending on where, like, I can't get this one. Oh, there it goes. Do I have to line up the cutouts? Is this a really big use your eyeballs one? I'm not sure. God, that would be a bitch if you have to try to figure out what all of these cutouts look like. This guy doesn't have anybody to tug against, so I feel like this has to be all the way over. And then this guy doesn't have anybody to tug against, so maybe that's the right spot. And then these guys have each other, so it will be in the middle, right? We've got, like, an interesting shape in there. Hype train! You guys put it up to a level 3! No, you need to stay in the middle. So the middle one doesn't lock very well. What does that allow other things to do? What does that allow other things to do? Suspenders, thank you for gifting a sub to the community. I appreciate it. You want to join? You are allowed to join the crazy. What does the eyeball see, though? Like, and how do those move side to side? Because I definitely feel like I'm not incorrect about looking at these guys tugging things. I just don't know what it triggers. Choo choo! If you had the funds, you'd give a sub to D's Nuts. Oh my god, bubbly. I'll give you D's Nuts. It's with a Z. It's with a Z. All Z's. And that doesn't, like, this has no staying power. It just slides. Doesn't look like that would fit into them. Neither does it look like that would fit into them. But it's like a weird M and an L. I don't know where that goes. Do I actually have to look in it? No. I like that I can kind of see down into the mechanisms though now. Like, that is very fascinating and interesting to me. Wait! Wait! Look for the key. We can see this changes letters down here. Maybe. So you can see, like, you can look in there now.
2Z's got it. Yeah, 2Z's.
Yeah, the letters by the chains, perhaps. So we have to actually look. So this one comes here and goes to there. Do I have to adjust these until I see a letter? Or do I just have to put these in the right place? Because that is definitely, like, it's changing what you can see down in there. This is hard on my eyeballs. Okay, so we can do a left lightning bolt, a Z, a W, or an X. So let me go back to where I thought that this was correct. Lightning bolt. Should be lightning bolt. Okay, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that should be lightning bolt. And then, all right, this one, I think crosses over to here. We can have an X, a W. Okay, it's the same things. I think that's an X. And then this one comes to here. I think that's the W, which means that this one comes here. This is very difficult for me to see. I'm assuming they have to be different though, so I'm gonna just guess the Z. Maybe not. This is definitely the lightning bolt. Yeah, this one's hard on me because I'm monocular. Do I have to like get real? Oh, hold on. If I get really close, I need a light. I need a flashlight. I need to put light in there, and I need to actually get my eyeball on it. I need another pair of hands. I need another pair of glasses. Thank you guys for the level 3 hype train. I super appreciate it. You can peek in the hole. How to keep folks with ADHD busy for a long time puzzles. Yeah. Yep, so if I do this, after you get it set properly, okay, so the first one is X, second one is W, third one is lightning bolt, and the fourth one is, oh my god, my eyes do not focus. I cannot explain to you guys how hard this is with my vision problems. Because I am monocular, basically. Yeah, the first one, it's gotta be the X. So that goes... I was wrong on what that one was. So this is an X. Okay. And then the second one is the W. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I just have to do it. And then that one is the lightning bolt. Did I have where the chains are going incorrect? No, okay, yeah, this is lightning bolt.
And that is X. X comes all the way over here. Yeah, so I had that right. And then this is Z. Okay, I got the center out. I got the center out. Okay. Holy crap. Don't mind me. Optometrist, please read the third line of letters. Yeah. Oh my goodness. D's nuts. But the center came out. I got that. Okay. Oh no. There's something. There's another puzzle down in there. Okay, I don't have to worry about that right now. So now it's just a matter of like... We've done wow, those move real freely. We've done everything except for this one. We just have to figure out what this one is. Hi, Lunar. It's going. It's going. XW Lightning Bolt. Yeah. This is now an eye exam. It really was. It really was. So, for a lot of people, I'm sure they could bring it up to their eye and they're like close one and their eye is just going to focus on what's inside. I can't. Or maybe they wouldn't be able to. Or they would be able to like pinpoint their eyeball to look on the specific inside of one of these. But for me, that is so difficult. It is so difficult because my eyes do not both focus at the same time. Like they do their own thing. You'd love to cast these parts in bronze. That would be amazing, Seamus. That would be amazing. Alright, so what am I doing with these guys? It can't possibly be as simple as just pushing them up. Yeah. Long one up, short one down. But then what? But then what? What I really want to know is maybe the opposite. Yeah, because they don't go down any further. They can only go up so far. Oh, wait. Wait, if I push those up now... I can see them shifting things. And I feel like these are supposed to come out, but they don't freely move. They're like springy. So I feel like that can't possibly be the answer. Because it said everything should freely move. Or that Tool the toy cleaner in Toy Story 2. I have never actually seen Toy Story 2. I've seen Toy Story. We're working essentially to get this part out. This one, the simplest of them all, is proving to be
the struggle bus. Yeah, because this... Yeah, I don't think these are actually... Or are they keys?
The world's best glumpers.
Hi, Rukia.
incoming.
Welcome in. How are you,
Hello,
friend?
Rukia.
Yeah, because that doesn't do anything at this point. And these are different. These spaces are different, and they seem to match. Well, no, that could just be like wood grain detailing. That could be wood grain detailing. I don't see anything there. And I am still very curious about these. But, like, literally, this can only go so far. Because you can see the edges of the wood. Like, this is as far as it goes. It's just a question of now what? You did a new nail set yesterday. Ooh, what'd you do? What did you do? How do we get in yon door? This one is quite puzzling. Because I feel like we have to release this so we can pull this out. Suffering from boredom due to carpal tunnel. Ugh, that's so brutal, Bubbly. That is so brutal. Repetitive strain injuries are just, they're toxic. Right? They're toxic. Seamus went to do the dishes, and I feel like it's because he already has figured this out, and I'm driving him crazy. Those arrows are so curious about, like, the over. And then those also say over, but, like, to what? These don't slide over. There are 3 big turkeys outside your house, Bochi? Oh, nice. what are we supposed to do here? How funny would it be if we had to actually put this back in? Yeah, no, I don't think we have to put this back in. Wait. Does this go? Can this go any other way? No, it specifically cannot. I was wondering if maybe it would hold this in a specific spot, but it does not. Posted on Discord? Excellent. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to take a look. Can't push that in. I'm not sure. We're missing a clue somewhere. Yeah, this won't fit in. Oh, yes, it will fit in. The other way. But I don't think that's the answer. I think we're supposed to be pushing these back through, right? Just not sure what... Yeah, because that... Pushing those over doesn't allow me to pop that up. We definitely cannot get this out until we finish the last side. So what are we supposed to do with this? What are we supposed to do with this? Because I also can't, like, fit any of these parts and pieces to get into whatever that is. And this does not turn. I don't think it matters. Yeah, these are so free moving now, it definitely doesn't matter what those are set to. That's really cool how that mechanism worked. And I mean, I see other stuff in there, but I am assuming, yeah, it's connected to the part that we're going to be pulling out. So whatever's down in there, it has nothing to do with this side. And pushing on those does not allow me to move that. Moving these up does not allow me to move that. Okay. I think this is the part where we have to go to the website. Because I'm not sure where I go from here. I'm not 100% sure. So let me take a peeky. www.idventure.de/cluebox4-hint. The Trial of Camelot. Round table, the towers, torches. The torches. This is puzzle number 3. Apparently the Morning Stars was puzzle number
4, and Morning Stars was the one we just did with looking through things. So, puzzle 3 with the torches. Hint 1. Look at the space underneath. If you haven't, see puzzle 2. There are black parts in the middle. You need to release them. Well, yes. How about that? You do. But does this release them? Like, oh, 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 okay. I had to pull these and tip it so that they fell out. Okay. Well, now that's very curious, isn't it? I bet these line up. With the star in the center. Right, with the dots. Oh. What am I supposed to do with them is the real question. Sure, I can do that. But what do I do with them? Because these are definitely clue pieces, right? These are definitely clue pieces. I found a thing! Try the X piece by the candles. So this little X piece by the candles is where this came out of. It doesn't actually go anywhere. Like if I put my finger underneath, you can see my finger. So I need to just look straight down for a minute here. Or does this one fit better over here? Hard to say. Hard to say. Unless, wait, hold on. Does it fit better like that? I think it fits better like that. Oh. Oh, it's pushing on a mechanism. Okay. Okay. At least I think it's pushing on a mechanism. I hope so, because this one is in there. Right? Sneaky. But I bet it's gotta like perfectly fit. Because it's got notches, right? So these notches have to go in a specific way. I need my tweezers. My fingers are small, but they're not that small. Yeah, that looks like it would fit properly. So this has to be.
But it is a completely flat piece, so it's gotta be that this should fit into whatever mechanism is up there, right? But what are we releasing? Because yeah, I can push them up for the spring loading, but then what? That looks correct to me. Oops. Small part of it came off the edge, it's fine. Should it also fit that way? No, that does not move. Whereas that one does. So I think I was right the first time, because this is a little higher than this, right? I just don't know what it does. Oh no, it doesn't want to move at all. Oh, did I break something? Or is it just not in there right? Yeah, it just wasn't in there quite right. Oh. Okay. Does that release the center completely? It does! Now we can, like, actually get a good look on the inside. Was I pushing? No. But interesting. Like, look at the mechanisms. It's really cool. That's really cool. Oh, so now we've got this guy. Can you fit both of those smaller pieces in the space with the arrows in the middle? That's what you're doing now. Yeah, same brain, same brain. I do need a posture check, Bubbly. It's true. Oh. Okay. Alright, so this unlocks whatever the fuck that music note is. It's been too long. And locks the other one, is my guess. There's so little to go on. Do I need... Now do I... Ooh. Do I need, like, these things? To help me out? This also, like, depending on how it's sitting, seems to move differently. There's something in there. There's something in there, you guys. do? Are we like rolling something around on the inside? That I can't see, that I'm supposed to like manipulate this thing to turn it to where it needs to go, like, because that would be terrible. 'Cause all I can move is this. There is something. Hold on. I can see it. Like, you can kind of, it comes. I need another hint for this. Maybe the clock ticking sound, right? Maybe I need one of the bigger keys for it. And I was thinking that, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure if I actually need any of those parts and pieces. So I'm going to just take a quick peek. All right, we got the torches. Final step. Okay. Pay attention to the note, which unlocks the slider. Uh-huh. The container looks like this. Also pay attention to the lines. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. There's definitely like something in there. It's just a question of how to get it over here. Oh, it's a trumpet. Yeah, I got that you can find the same symbols on the trumpet. Yep, I understand that. What's my other hint? Am I supposed to blow in this? Oh, for heaven's sake. I was like, what can you do with wind instruments? Okay, so right now this is unlocked. In theory. Oh! Okay, it did blow something into place. There... This is wild. Literally, it's the world's smallest violin in the box. Wait, is that it? I just had to open... That's it? Is that it? I feel like the other side should come off too.
Hi, Seamus.
Do I need to blow on the other side? There's the question. No, maybe I don't. Oop. Okay, if you blow on the other side, you lock it back up. Is that what it's doing? It really does! You can relock it by blowing on the lock side. Is that all of it? I mean, we got swords, technically. Was this what we needed to unlock the swords of Camelot? Now let's Seamus put it together, right? Wait, there's object in the box. The parts of the sword should be somehow put together. Okay. Okay, so we're not quite done. We're not quite done. I was like, I feel like, because there's still half of this to open, right? But in what way? But they're definitely like a key. Oh, wait. It's gonna be a website. Or something. In what way are these put together? Do they situate like so? I don't think so. I feel like these are supposed to just illuminate specific letters by lining up NicoleWith.com maybe, and Goleth.net. Are there supposed to be websites? Are they supposed to be websites? Am I seeing this correctly? Almost. I had to look at it. It is supposed to be a website, but Galith.net is what it says. That's the puzzle. That's the puzzle. What is Galith.net? Tell me. What is this website? Oh, it's reading. And it had to translate it from German. So 1 second. Because I'm sure you would like to see this. I think this one will do it. When I allow... I know you can see my OBS. Hold on. There we go. Dear stranger, approximately 1500 years ago, Sir Galahad, the greatest knight of the Round Table, was the first to pass the trial of Camelot. After this event, our founder... Is this the same thing? Oh, yep, it's the same thing. It's exactly what the thing said. Playing time in minutes, a brief comment, and your email address. How interesting. How interesting. That's it. That's the puzzle. That's the puzzle. We did it. We did it.
I'm honestly impressed because it only took 2 hours. It only took 2 hours. Ta-da! Now what do I do with the rest of it? Do I try to put it back together? Do I try to put it back together, you guys? I don't think you can easily. I mean, Seamus probably can. GG's. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna move this down so that I can actually see things. Faz time? Oh my god. Oh, bubbly. So Seamus and I yesterday were grinding the Faz event together. Like, together. And we got into a groove. It was Tanglewood. We were like, yeah, we can move and cruise. This is great. And then the servers went down. And they didn't just go down for a few minutes or half an hour. No, they were down for hours. And we lost access to Tanglewood. Write down all your passwords and hide them in there. I'd never get access to them again, Bougie. Oh my goodness. I'd never get access to them again. Yeah, it was friggin' terrible. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. We're in a groove. And it's Saturday. It's the last Saturday before the event ends. And the servers were down for like 3 or 4 hours. I'm hoping that they are going to give us an extension because I'm sorry, that's garbage. That's garbage. You've got dinner in the oven. After that, you need to try Arc again. Keep timing out, but trying things on your end. Oh, God, that's rough. That's rough. I'm going to real quick turn off the overhead light cam thing and move that out of the way. And I'm going to update the just chatting screen items that we need to update. Because y'all were generous. So let me get those generosities on here. I heard the hydrate. One moment. Bye. Was it upside down? Did I do it upside down? It is now. I got you, Legatus. I do kind of want to put it all back together. That's terrible. All right, let's see. This folder. And we need this. Yeah, oh my gosh. So, I am hoping, I'm really hoping that Faz is like, we recognize the fact that so many of you were trying to work on things and you got screwed over, right? Because really, we kind of did. Me sitting here all, why do it today when you can do it tomorrow? Right, Lunar? I mean, that's also part of the problem. That's also part of the problem. I will not deny that fact. Because I am a major procrastinator as well. I love to just wait until tomorrow. That's the tomorrow problem. Oh no, I need to clean my toilet, right? Right? Or just stop worrying about doing it at all. I mean, I want the trophy. I want the trophy. That's the problem. That's the problem. I want the trophy all the way upgraded so that I don't have to think about it next year. I just have, like, as far as I can tell, I just will have 1 level to worry about instead of 3. Fuck that toilet. Yeah, exactly. Fuck that toilet. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll totally be fine. All right, I missed Bean coming in with a 20 stream streak. Let's go, Bean. Let's go. I don't know how I missed that. I was probably distracted by a puzzle box. Just sitting here with the annoyed back twinges right now, working on answers. Oh, back twinges suck, Carrie. Make your own trophies? I don't think that's how it works, Legatus. I'm just saying. Just saying. I don't think that's how it works. OISEAUR. 5 gifted.
What the hell?
What the hell indeed, Fantacorn? Hello, welcome in. How are you? We figured out our puzzle box. We did it. I'm very proud of myself for not breaking anything aside from one little piece that decided to come off. You're proud of me? Thank you, Fantacorn. Look, guys, my teammates are amazing and they come in to say hello. Suspenders. 9-2. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I like to make sure that when people are kind to me, I do something to celebrate that kindness. And that something is putting their name with their contribution, be it a subscription or gifted subscriptions, on my my chatting screen. And I do it through its own separate image so that it cannot be or so that like I can save it forever, but it's also easy to update it. So it can't frustrate me, and OBS cannot screw me out of my perfect placement and everything. Shazam! There it is. Easy squeezy. Easy squeezy. You hate the show originals? You did amazing with the box. I've never seen the show originals. I've never seen the show originals, honestly. So I don't know anything about them, but the box was fun. I'm not sure where Seamus got it from. I don't know if he like found it online and then ordered it. But here's like the information on the side of the box. So figuring it out, we did do it in about 90 minutes. And we only needed a couple of hints. So I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. It was very cool. Like, it was interesting. I would do another one of these. That was fun. I'm really impressed by how well all the parts are made. Like, I want to just, like, play with the wood. Especially now that I can, like, spin it from the other side and I can see the little stoppers in action. Also, I love that sound. The like, clacky sound. I'm not into ASMR, but the sound of, like, wood rattling and clacking against itself is just nice. It's just nice. 2024, I promised my friends I would watch The Vampire Diaries and the originals. Last year, I watched the first show. This year, I am doing the second show because how much I don't like it, I'm rushing through it, so I'm done in under a month. Oh my god, I don't blame you, Lunar. There are definitely times where, like, Seamus... Oh my god, what movie... I think it was Time Bandits. Seamus wanted to share Time Bandits with me because it was a movie from his childhood that he really, really loved. And I want to say I made it like 45 minutes. I think I gave it a solid 45 minutes. And I finally just looked at him and I was like, I can't do it. I can't watch this. I just cannot handle this. I do like playing with wood bubbly. It's true. It's true. You heard it here. I very much enjoy it. I like playing with all sorts of tactile objects. With the little people, yeah. Yeah, Poji, yep. Oh my god. And I felt bad, right? Because it's something that Seamus is like, I love this movie. But he even admitted when we were watching it, he's like, you know, it really didn't hold up to the test of time. I'm watching 4 episodes a day. Oh my gosh, I count 2 episodes as a movie. So as of right now, I've watched 9 movies this year. Oh my goodness. I don't blame you though. It's very English. It definitely was very English. But it also didn't have the kind of plot line that I was like, wow, I must know what happens. I was like, this might be some of the most uninteresting things I've ever seen. And I like Monty Python. I liked Yellowbeard. The IT Crowd, hilarious. I've seen a little bit of that. Are You Being Served was great. Keeping Up Appearances, phenomenal. So there is like British TV and shows and movies and stuff that I really enjoy, but Time Bandits is not one of them. It's not one of them. So no thank you. With each episode about 40 minutes. Oh my god, 40-minute episodes? Woo! That's crazy, Lunar. That's crazy. Speaking of things that we watched last night I binged because again, Phasma went down. And I just was in a mood for like something to entertain my brain. I binge watched this anime called Can I Ask You One Final Thing? Or Can I Ask for One Final Thing? Oh my god. The plot, don't look at it for plot. There really isn't a solid plot. There's just enough plot to have reason for episodes. It really is about just like, it's a very violent anime, but in a very satisfying kind of way. Okay, so if you've ever seen Fight Club and you know the scene where the guy just like loses his shit on the shitty boss and smashes him in the face with a keyboard and the letters for fuck you fly off, it's that kind of satisfying through the anime, because it's just this royal lady who decides that she's done with decorum. She's done with putting up a farce because she's supposed to be ladylike, and she just decks people. And she's really strong and she's really powerful and she totally like saves the day with her fists. And it's slapstick kind of humor. And I was so entertained for all 13 episodes. I binged the whole thing. 10 hours in one day. That's a lot. That's a lot, Lunar. I also on the final season of Stranger Things on the 1st. Yeah, I need to watch more of Stranger Things. I need to watch more Stranger Things because I really liked the first season. But I watched the first season when I think 3 seasons were out, and I was like, I need to just digest what happened, right? And by the time I was done digesting what happened, my brain was like, other things. And I was off in La La Land doing other things. So I never went back. And now there's 5 seasons. I need to, well, you know, I might be able to get away without watching, like rewatching the first season. I think I would remember enough to be able to just go straight through. But I might have to rewatch the first season because I may need to show it to Seamus. And then I have the other 4 seasons, but I've heard it's so good. I can say one thing about the season. While I like it and it's good, it's like a diet soda. Good, but it could have been better. And that's what I've heard a lot of, Lunar. I've heard a lot of people who are like, this season is kind of tripping over its own feet, basically. So when I finally get back to Stranger Things, I'll go into it with that kind of knowledge of, you know, it could be better. But on the flip side, for me personally, I kind of like it when a series maybe like eases you out of it versus bam, done. And you're like, what? And you're just shook, right? Don't overhype it. You will be so disappointed. Yeah. I mean, Stranger Things season 1 was really good. It's the show I can smell. It's the show I can smell because I literally fired up the first episode of that and I was immediately texting my friends who had gotten me to watch it. And I was like, I can smell the show. This smells like the 70s. And I didn't grow up in the 70s. I was born in 89. But because I was born in 89, my parents had grown up through the 50s and 60s and 70s. And that meant that their parents had been through the 70s. And that was probably the last major home renovation on my grandparents' house on my mom's side. So their house was stuck in the 70s. And my family behaved very much like the 70s and the 80s with all of the smoking. Oh my God, so much smoking. Everything in that house was yellow. I'm pretty sure much of the fabric designs in Stranger Things were in my grandmother's house. I think they were in my parents' house at one point when I was younger too, right? Oh my God, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Like, show creators were all, we just did not care about some things when we finished. And there is that. A lot of times you hit like the home, it's got to be like you hit the home stretch, right, with a group project, and you're like, I just want it to be done. And so you just put it together as fast as you can. It may have been something like that. I don't know for sure, obviously, but maybe. Anything's possible these days. Anything's possible. But I do have at least high hopes for it to be entertaining and have a conclusion. I had a lot of people that wanted me to watch Game of Thrones. I'm glad that I never did. Because me personally, when I'm watching TV, I want to be entertained. I don't want to feel constantly like anxious, or I don't want to constantly go on an emotional roller coaster. Like, a little bit is good, but some of these shows, and I feel like Game of Thrones is right up there with it, will just set you off. They are so intense and they are so involved, and I'm just like, I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. Like, I want it to be a little less. They just want to be on the next series in the show. Yes, there's a break of show coming in the next few years. Interesting. I thought this was like a one and done. A break off show. Oh, okay. So like a side story. I do know DBD is coming out with Stranger Things Chapter 2. I want to say, like, what day is today? I want to say in like 2 days. I want to say in 2 days it's coming out with its next chapter in DBD. I think that's also when Halloween is leaving the store. Oh, is it January 26th? I know there's a 6 in it, so it could be the end of the month. Yeah. Like in the world, but not them. Yeah. And that could be interesting. I mean, it could definitely be interesting if you wanted to explore a different part. But I'm not going to lie, in season 1, my favorite character was Hopper, the cop. Him and the mom. The heck was her name? I think it began with a J. They were my favorite. I loved them. January 27, 2026. Thank you, Lunar. Thank you. Yeah. Like, they were my favorite. I thought they were the coolest characters, and I will stand by that. Joyce. Yes, Joyce. That's the one. Yep. I liked their characters, because Hopper was, like, he had a lot of room for character growth. And Joyce was just so firm in her convictions of, you will not lie to me. You will not tell me a falsehood. She just knew, and she was following that mother's intuition. It was so good. Yeah, I have no idea how to spell her name either, so don't feel bad there, Lunar. Don't feel bad there. Yeah, like, I love strong characters like that. And it always cracks me up when shows do kind of, I call it the anime thing, right? Because I feel like that's where I first really saw it, where the adults could totally do something about it, but it's the freaking kids that are doing something about it. At least in this one, Hopper and Joyce were involved, and it wasn't just these high school kids that were beating up this otherworldly monster. But it's such an anime trope, right? Oh my god, who's gonna save the world? These 13-year-old kids are gonna save the world. Never mind, we've got trained knights out the wazoo or whatever. These 13-year-old kids that have, like, no experience are gonna save the world. Thank you, Opal. There we go. I was all, it sounds like that. Exactly. And I knew how to pronounce it by looking at it. But, like, the actor of Vecna, he had such juicy stuff to work with this season. Oh. I've not met Vecna yet, but it sounds interesting. I've only met the Demogorgon. But I'm here for it. So yeah, I look forward to seeing the rest of Stranger Things. I just haven't gotten there yet, and I don't know when I will, if I'm honest. I think the adults just don't want to do the work, use the kids as sacrifices. Oh my god, you could be right. The actor is Chef's Kiss. Ooh. So, like, Chef's Kiss is an easy on the eyes, or just really good at acting, or has a great voice, or is it the whole trifecta? Is it the whole trifecta? Because that would be amazing. That would be absolutely spectacular. Also, I'm hoping that the music is not backfeeding in through the mic. I'm actually going to turn it down a little lower. Because I'm not wearing earbuds at the moment. Really good at acting asexual, so like, looks mean nothing to you, but you know girls are gaga over him. You know what? Take it by other women's experience. That usually means he's a very, very easy on the eyes kind of human being. His voice is great. Ooh, I can smell that the dinner's in the oven, Seamus. I can smell that. Thank you. Like, they can always make more sacrifices cough. I mean, children. It's 9 months and a few years, you know? It's not that big a deal. It's definitely not hard on the woman's body. You want to listen to him read books. Oh, it's one of those kind of voices. Oh, man. Yes, I understand exactly what you're talking about, Lunar, because there are some people out there. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just a modest proposal. Exactly, just a modest one, Opal. Totally. 100%, so easy. Not a problem. Oh my goodness. I think this is gonna be a shorter stream though, you guys. And when I say as Vecna, not as the actor, mind you, his real voice. Oh, so he, not only is he a really good actor, he's really good at voice acting. He's a rare specimen. He's a rare specimen. Oh, that sounds similar. So if you've seen Star Trek The Next Generation, you know that there's a character in there called Q. And he's so chaotic neutral. Like, that is the best way I can describe him. Or he's just chaotic neutral. He's not good and he's not evil, and he definitely doesn't follow the law, and he definitely like isn't some dark lord. He's like chaos incarnate. He is very much an anti-hero. Esque. And I loved his character so much that I own a game. I've never played it to completion. I've played it for like an hour and a half, maybe, called Quantum Conundrum, because he voiced like the main narrator in the story, and he's just an asshole to you the entire time. And I was like, yes, please be a dick to me, Q. It, like, I don't even remember the name of the actor. I can just tell you that that's who he played, and phenomenal. I love his character in Star Trek The Next Generation. Like, I think Q is my favorite character in Star Trek TNG. You love the chaotic neutral, right? You know Q, Lunar, right? Picard never hit me. Exactly, Opal. John Delancey, thank you. He is amazing. I'm not sure the words about the actor's voice and what he did. He loosened up his larynx and opened up his voice box. Oh, interesting, Lunar. Interesting. That's fascinating when they can do that, though. When they can do that. Yeah, John Delancey, he is up there for actors that I'm just like, yes. In his prime, Alan Alba, phenomenal. I grew up watching a lot of MASH. That's how I know Alan Alba, and his character and like his countenance was just so good. And then he showed up in, oh my god, The Blacklist, I think it was. Still a phenomenal actor. Still really good. I love Jean-Luc Picard, which is Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart is amazing. Fantastic actor. The guy who played Kylo Ren. I can picture him, but I can't tell you his name. I've not seen City of Bones. I have not. Alan Alda. Yeah, right, Opal? Right? He's a musician also, so he's good. Oh, yeah. Musicians have phenomenal vocal control. I've not seen City of Bones, and I haven't really watched the Twilight series, no. But yeah, the guy who played Kylo Ren in the latest Star Trek movies. What the fuck was his name? I have to look it up. Caius in Twilight is the actor of Vecna. Yeah, I've never seen Twilight. Adam Driver. Thank you, Seamus. I have a lot of respect for Adam Driver. As much respect for him as Keanu Reeves. Yeah, Star Wars, not Star Trek. Yeah. Did I say Star Trek for Kylo Ren? I meant Star Wars. Star Trek is superior anyways. We all know this. So Adam Driver is former Marine, which is wild, okay? Wild. I can't picture it, but he is a former Marine, and he got into acting as a way of like to refine his tribe, and he actually goes back to work with veterans and stuff to do like improv workshops and things to just kind of help them work through things. Like, he does it as an act of kindness to his fellow vets, and I think it is phenomenal that he's taking two very different experiences and kind of like blending them for the greater good. So I have so much respect for Adam Driver. You are more Star Wars than a Trekkie, Bubbly? It's okay, I'll allow it. Adam Driver is cool, isn't he? He is. He's really cool. And I know that Keanu Reeves is also very much like a pay it forward kind of person. I appreciate that. I appreciate that when people who come into the means to help do help. It's not just like show and pomp, because I feel like we don't hear about the bulk of what they do. It's just that every now and then we get a trickle of, oh, this happened and they helped out with it, and we're like, amazing. But then if you look deeper, you can actually find specifically where they are helping. Like Lady Gaga, when she made the Born This Way Foundation, and I'm pretty sure she also donates very heavily into research on dealing with eating disorders and to eating disorder rehab, because she's been very forthcoming with the fact that she had an eating disorder and she still struggles with it from time to time. So like, I don't expect every celebrity everywhere to donate to every cause, but picking causes that mean something to them and then actively doing something about it is phenomenal in my eyes. Like, it's phenomenal. Like Gary, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Seamus, Sinise. I'm not a real fan of either, but I will sit down with a friend if they are watching Star Trek. But if it's Star Wars, I'm walking out of the room. I don't blame you, Heavy. I don't blame you, because I'm a firm believer that Spaceballs is better than Star Wars. I said what I said. And they have Fixed Fast. I played one earlier that was worked in the... That's beautiful. Sinise. I had it the second try. Beautiful. Yeah, I knew that they had fixed Faz. I'm just waiting for 7 o'clock to hit so that I can see if Tanglewood comes back up in the rotation. He was Lieutenant Dan, set up a foundation that does a ton of veterans work. That's amazing, Seamus. Like Reese's, Sinise, Ease. Got it. Ease. That's amazing. Yeah, and we can't do it all for everyone and everything. So, and that's also the thing, right? Like, if every person with means just picked one thing to focus on as a pet project, because there are plenty of people with means, let's be honest, there are plenty of people with means, one or two, depending on how much of means you have. We could spread so much financial good across the world, since money is the item we've decided is the highest value trade commodity. Like, we could spread so much good. You just have to convince these people to do so. But I'm also of the opinion personally that no one needs 6 houses across the world and a private jet and like 7,000 pairs of shoes and God only knows how many pairs of pants and shirts and dresses and makeup and so on and so forth. Like, what are you going to do with it all? Where are you going to wear it all? Why use the resources to make it to wear it once? Like, I don't know. I would love to dismantle this whole idea that, oh, I wore that to that event in 2022. I totally can't bring it back out and wear it again to this event in 2026. Heaven forbid, it's out of style. And I wore it once. People saw me in it. That's preposterous. Like, no, bitch. Please. I wore the same dress to like 6 different weddings. Okay? In a row, mind you. And it was a homecoming dress. Ash, thank you so much for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Welcome in. How are you? You're on a 2-month streak. I have 2 pairs of shoes. Daily shoes and a good pair of boots. And that used to be me, Lunar. That used to be me. I have a few more pairs of shoes now, but because I actually needed them, not because I was like, oh, I can't wear the same shoes twice. I can understand famous people have a private jet for safety reasons, and that makes sense. But I raise you that, and I say, why couldn't they instead have, like, a section of the airport, right, that is broken off for celebrities, and instead of having each celebrity has their own private jet, there is just a jet service with a few for celebrities, so that, like, if a few of them are going to the same place, they can get on the same damn jet, right? We could probably, like, consolidate it. And my arches have collapsed slipper. Yeah, ooh, arches collapsing sounds terrible, Lunar. Mine was my old homecoming dress. Exactly. That is exactly the dress I was wearing all the time, Hemi. It was an old homecoming dress. I still have it. If I lose the weight, I will fit back into it again. It served me well. But this was also, mind you, this was from a time when a homecoming dress came from Sears, R.I.P. Sears, for like $80. And it wasn't froofy and poofy and massively elegant like a wedding dress, okay? It was just a simple maxi style dress that was a little fancier than normal because, like, homecoming was semi-formal. Now, you can't differentiate between, I swear to God, between homecoming dresses, prom dresses, and wedding dresses. They're ridiculous. I do not understand this, and I do not understand people, especially if you go to prom twice and you wear 2 different dresses, going out and spending $150+ on a dress when you're 17. Make it make sense. Because that would require the airport to actually do shit. There's that, Hemi. They'd never, right, Opal? Right? Yeah. It's crazy. I don't get it. I am the kind of person, and I mean, it takes me a while to get to it, but I repair my clothing when I can until it can't be repaired anymore, right? I do definitely have some things that were given to me as gifts where the material has like balled up. It was definitely pure polyester, but it was so soft. They were cuddle duds. But they've balled up and like the balls are slowly getting picked off just from daily wear. And the kinds of holes that are forming in them, there's not actually like woven fabric to sew onto. And it's in random little spots. And they're like perfectly round holes. There's no way to repair these. I have tried, just closing it in and sewing it, and then the edges start to fray around where I've sewn it together. There's no repairing them. So I have resigned myself to the fact that I will wear them until I cannot, and then they will have to go into the trash. Like, they're just not fixable. But I have other things that are just like really good cotton pants or shirts or whatever. They get like the little holes in them, and I will repair it. I will repair it until I literally cannot repair it anymore, and then I will retire it. And usually by the time I have to retire it, it's so threadbare it can't even be rags. I have multiple pairs of shoes because I have nice boots, a nice pair of heels, my shoes for my braces, my muck boots for at the barn, and my riding boots. Exactly, but they have a purpose, right? I have 2 pairs of sneakers. One is my everyday got shit to do sneakers, and then I have a nicer pair if I'm going somewhere where I'm like, all right, I want it, like, it's casual, but I don't want to bring the sneakers that I'm going to walk around in mud in, right, to this place. I have my running shoes because, as I found out, having proper shoes for running helps prevent shin splints. I have a couple pair of specific shoes for reenacting. And then I have some older shoes that I probably should get rid of because the soles of them have been walked right out from when I was like 20. And I just never wanted to get rid of them. And I have some sandals. That's it. And I think I have like 2 pairs of dress shoes, my pole but dance boots, and 1 pair of like nice boots. Oh, and my motorcycle boots when we go out. But again, they have purpose. They have purpose and I wear them. I don't have shoes that I'm like, oh my God, I have to have these. I wear them once and I'm like, never again. No, I wear the hell out of them. And I wear them till they have holes in them or they crack. Like literally when we went to Minneapolis, my sneakers split in half basically on the way there. And Seamus was like, we are going to the mall and getting you new sneakers. They were $20 shoes from Target that I had been wearing for 6 years. They just gave up the ghost. And he's like, why didn't you tell me your sneakers were so bad? And I was like, well, they still worked. He was like, that's the wrong answer. Dude, you want to hear about the bed sheets I used till they had huge holes in them? My mom showed up one day with new sheets with a look and left. I kept repairing them, but the holes kept coming back and they were too big. I love my mom and how she's all my fucking daughter, people. That's amazing though. But they're a great example of if they're really good cotton or really good linen, they're really easy to repair. You just need to take the time. I really want to get back into like knitting and learn how to knit my own socks so that I can repair my own socks, because my favorite pair of socks is this heavy cotton knitted pair of socks. They are so comfortable. They withstand the test of time because they're thick, so they're not just wearing out really quickly. Like, I really want to get into that. I think it would be so nice. But I want to get away from fast fashion as much as I can, ideally. When the soles run out, I just attach in padding and keep going. Oh my God, Hemi. Oh my God, I appreciate the hell out of you for doing that. I'm not capable of withstanding that, I think, because of texture issues, but I can appreciate it. It was just at the point where you could not repair them anymore. Yeah. Yeah, and things do hit that point. They really do. But with sheets, because they're so big, you probably got some nice rags, or you could repurpose them if you have a sewing machine into some nice cloth napkins. Like, upcycle. Recycle and upcycle and repurpose. And it's amazing. Like, oh, the things you can do, right? The things you can do if you just have a little bit of knowledge. And I wish they taught more of this knowledge in, like, school. I would love to say I wish our parents taught it to us, but it's definitely knowledge that got lost and we have to bring it back. So we can't expect like parents to teach it to their children until we teach it to the future parents, right? So I would love to see it in schools more, or to have people like, we have the Adirondack Folk School in this area and they offer courses throughout the year, and it's just like weekend seminars or whatnot. And you do pay, but people come in and they teach you basket weaving and soap making and blacksmithing and woodworking and carving and just like all sorts of these really interesting things that actually could have a purpose in your life. What, Smeagol? What? What is it? You're crying at me. And I wish that kind of thing was more prevalent. Super glue is great, and you have braces so your foot only touches the plastic. Oh, that does make a difference, Hemi. That does make a difference. If my foot had to touch Only the brace. Yeah, that would change things. Oh, Smeagol walked away. Smeagol walked away. Oh my goodness. I do think, though, we're going to cut this stream. Oh, my middle school had a life skills class where you learn basic cookie sewing, craft making. We did have that. We had that too, Hemi. So many kids loved the class, but the school got rid of it because they did not want to pay for it. Oh, yeah, we called it home economics. And it, like, was not gendered. Everybody took shop class and everybody took home ec. I don't know if they still have those classes. School budgets got slashed severely and they had to make choices, which is a damn shame. It's a damn shame. But they pay for football. So, fun fact, my school did not have football. My school did not have football. We had homecoming because that's just what you do. But we did not have football because we were so small. My school could not afford the insurance to have a football team. So no football. I mean, we played like touch football in gym class, but we did not have a team. We did not have a team. But yeah, a lot of schools will pay for sports before they'll pay for any of those kind of classes. We did used to have a principal. I mean, we've been through so many principals since this one left for sleeping with the guidance counselor. But we had a principal when I was in school who very much valued the arts, and he made sure to find a way, working with the superintendent, to keep the arts going in our school. Like, it was very important to him. And it probably, if we had gotten rid of a whole bunch of the art classes, they could have afforded the insurance for football, but they didn't bother. That's true. Sports does get them attention. It's true. And I guess in some way, it's also good for kids, right? Because you can get a sports scholarship, but I've never heard of somebody getting a scholarship to college for home economics. So in that regard, it's also helpful to, you know, a small population of the students in the school if they can get that sports-based scholarship. Fun fact, there are scholarships out there for shooting teams too. There are. You can get scholarships to college for having extremely good marksmanship in the United States with a firearm if you are on a team for it. So we had the Junior Rifle Club. And I think we still have the Junior Rifle Club. We have a trap team. I think those are the only two that are open for students because other things are barred by age, but it's all very safe. It's all done at a range. They have very good safety and knowledge and whatnot. And they, like my sister, she was on the junior rifle team and was really, really good. And it spurred her to potentially want to go into the military to be a sniper, but she was told that women could not be snipers. And let's be honest, with her mentality, it wouldn't have been a good fit, but she loved sharpshooting. And she could have had a full ride to college if she had stuck with it, but she wanted to do too many things. And my parents finally were like, listen, you cannot do it all. You have to pick between, like, you can only have 2 out of 3, because she was in advanced choir. She was in drama club. She was in the junior rifle club. And my parents were like, you can't do it all. So she dropped the junior rifle club in preference for drama club and music. Oh, and she played the flute. Same kids also don't know anything about basic life skills. They don't, Hemi. They don't. Most jobs you don't need college for. You just need apprentice work. It is the sister I baked with. Yes. Yes, it is. Yep. Yeah. So you're not wrong either with the apprentice thing. You really, oh God, I wish we could bring back apprenticeships. I really do. I really do. There are so many things that you could literally just get an apprenticeship for and be fine and not spend thousands upon thousands of dollars for education. Makes sense, right? Yeah. She thought, and I mean, we all have very different mindsets, to be fair, when we're like 15, 16, 17 years old than when we start to mature into an actual adult. I consider, so like how we say that 11, 12, and kind of 13 are your preteen years. And then when you hit 14, you're like more of a proper teenager. I consider 20 to 25 to be your pre-adult years. And then when you hit like 25, 26, you're a proper adult finally. You're starting to get your shit together. Your brain is fully functioning. All gears are, in theory, firing. And you're finally like, oh. And you're having like all of those revelation moments, right? So your early 20s is your pre-adult years. And you do a lot of self-discovery in your late teens to pre-adult years. And you're like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Clearly not logically. Because so much of work is just on-site experience work than what you get out of it really is. A lot of times, because I grew up with a father in the fire service, and now my brother's in the fire service, and my grandfather was in the fire service, and my uncle is in the fire service. Are you seeing a pattern here? They tell me all the time, sure, the book says that this is exactly how you handle the thing. But let me tell you what, when you get on scene and you assess all of the factors going in, usually the book gets chucked out the window. It's just a really good basis of knowledge that you're now going to pick and choose bits and pieces out of it to apply to the situation at hand. Yep, and you learn so much more just being on the job and doing the thing than you do from reading it in a textbook. Absolutely. You can have all the book smarts, but if you don't have the physical knowledge, it doesn't mean shit. Exactly, Hemi. Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Need a lot of knowledge for my work, but if you just did apprentice work for like 2 years, you learn all of it along the way. Yep. I will say trade schools are kind of like apprenticeships. So that I think would be the other thing. Like I'm a big fan of trade school because that's all I've gone to. I've never gone to traditional college. And it took me, see, my massage program was the expedited program. So I think it was like 9 months to learn what I needed to do to be a massage therapist. And then it was just getting out and doing the thing. And there was a lot of knowledge that it made sense to learn it in a book, right? Where are the muscles? What are their actions? How does the human body physically work? What are the pathologies that you need to be aware of to be able to safely do massage? What is the law surrounding massage? Like those things, 100% classroom time, excellent, so that you have the knowledge and you know how to find the knowledge if you need new knowledge. But we also did so much hands-on time under the tutelage of actual massage therapists. We had a working student clinic, which is basically an apprenticeship, where we took all of this knowledge we were learning and applying it to situations. If you just go to college and you try to sit and learn this stuff and then go out and be a massage therapist, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I think there are plenty of other careers where you could literally learn some of it as knowledge and then go and do the thing and learn the rest hands-on. The book is like, do this, and then on site the teacher will be like, yeah, we never do that shit. Exactly, Hemi. I took first aid as a 3-credit college class, and the teacher was also an EMT, so he had a personal story to go with every lesson. Oh, well, that is the best. Because when you can apply it, like when somebody can tell you how it could be applied in real life, it makes so much more sense. And I always say, then why is it in the fucking book? They just have the book for a lot of legality reasons. That's exactly it. It's for legal purposes. It's for legal purposes. It really is. It really is. No doubt about that. Because they have, and I mean, they want to tell you what the ideal way is to do it under ideal conditions. But you're never going to find ideal conditions. You're never, ever going to find ideal conditions. My dad said, because he used to work for General Electric, he did the apprentice program in General Electric to become a brazier and a machinist. He said that there were so many times that the engineers would come out with this like grandiose plan. This is what they wanted the machinists to make. This was how they were going to build like this new generator or put it together. And my dad and the fellow machinists would look at this stuff, and then they would look back at the engineers and be like, do you really think this is going to function practically? And they would have to like have a consortium and go back and forth because the engineers had like this really great idea, but putting it into a practical working order was a whole different thing. And so then the machinists would weigh in and be like, all right, this isn't a bad idea, but this material is not going to hold up because we can't braze it to this standard that you think we can braze it to. So we're going to have to modify it like this. And they would like work together to actually come up with something that properly functioned. Yeah, there's no such thing as ideal conditions. Yeah, you have the book to learn the terminology before you get hands on. Exactly, Opal. Yep. They are fantasy ideas that are made up for legality reasons. I think every now and then, based on the standards of probability, right, you have a 1 in a million chance or something of the ideal situation cropping up. But it's so rare that almost, like, you're never going to hear about it. You're never, ever going to hear about it. Like, when I did my first aid course, right, because I had to have first aid and CPR to take the boards for massage therapy. You don't have to maintain it, but to get your license, you have to have that certification. And like they gave us the little thing that you're supposed to put over somebody's face if you need to do CPR and whatnot. And they told us that ideally, like you want to swab and make sure it's all hygienic. And I'm like, okay, but me, who is just a concerned citizen who might need to help somebody with CPR one day, the chances that A, this little mask is going to survive until that point is slim, and B, I'm going to actually be able to do that, you know, swipe and whatnot, make sure that I disinfect or whatever beforehand, also slim. I think it's just going to be a case that I'm going to do the CPR. And he was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. But they're going to tell you about it just in case. Starting out with a book in a classroom is also a way to weed out people who aren't serious. When I took metal shop in high school, the teacher found that it reduced accidents. That's very interesting, Opal. You know, I'd never considered it that way. Yeah, just let me swabble. This person is dying. Exactly, Hemi. But to be fair, okay, if an ambulance shows up, they have the training, the knowledge, the speed, and the equipment right there, easily accessible, and a team of at least 2 to make it happen. So there's no issue. But I'm a civilian. Also, you have to have the mask on you 24/7. Yeah, you would. You would. And I mean, I think it's still in my... No, I may have thrown it out by now. It was living in my car, but they're like a silicone-y plastic. They break down over time just due to heat and weather change. So it is what it is. Thankfully, I have never been in a situation where I need to try to give somebody CPR. Could I do it? Absolutely. If I had to, I could give CPR. But I've never been in a position where I need to, and I hope that I never am. Definitely weeds out a lot of the people who couldn't handle the work. Yeah. Yep. So, pros and cons. Pros and cons. Always pros and cons. All right. I can smell that dinner is almost done. And as much as I am enjoying all of our conversation, we have a birthday party to attend. Epic Tight Pants is celebrating her birthday today. She's doing a 12-hour stream. She's in the middle of peak right now. It looks like they're heading into the kiln. Which is very exciting. He had a girl wearing polyester who ended up with it melted to her skin. Oh my God, Opal, that's terrible. That's terrible. I have one of those masks, but I've never had to use it. Plus now people are focusing more on getting the heart pump. Yup. Absolutely. You guys are welcome. I am glad that I could do this stream. I'm glad that you could be here with me. I'm glad that, you know, we solved the puzzle. We got the swords. We managed it. Like, look, I got all 3. I got them. I got the prize. They're like little tiny wooden penises. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. We are going to go say hello to Epic Tight Pants. She is celebrating her birthday. She is a teammate on Set the Tone. I moderate for her. She found me on my birthday years ago when I was drunk off of my ass. She's good vibes. You can't go wrong. You will enjoy hanging out there. I will be back this coming Wednesday. I originally was going to be doing a collab stream, but we've had to rearrange that due to life circumstances. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm playing yet, but we'll figure it out. If you're not already, get your booty in the Discord, because that's where I'm going to announce what I'm playing and so on and so forth, and, you know, make it a thing and happen. And all the best updates are in Discord. Socials, if you want to follow me there, I'm getting better at dealing with them. It's one of my resolutions to come up with a schedule for updating them regularly that works for me. So I'm in the thought process phase because the beginning of January has been a little bit hectic. All right. If you're subscribed, you can use the first raid message with the mandalas. If you're not subscribed, then it is the second one with the hearts. Thank you guys so much for being here, for chatting, chilling, helping with the puzzle, having good conversation, gifting subs, resubscribing, throwing bits, lurking. However you chose to be here, you did choose to be here, and I appreciate your support. This wouldn't be possible without it, and I appreciate you for it. You know where we're going? Yeah, we're going to see Epic Tight Pants. We're going to see Epic Tight Pants. I will see you guys this coming Wednesday. Let's bring all of the excitement, the love, and the hype over to Epic. And in the meantime, make sure you take a moment to practice some self-care. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you love you, because you matter, friends. Have a great one.